Full-fat cream of British game shooting it may be. Do your driven grouse a favour and brush up on your shooting before you take to the moor. How? Well, more and more playgrounds offer simulated driven grouse with high-speed birds fired from traps and well-kept butts. One of the best in the country is at E.J. Churchill's ground in West Wickham, Buckinghamshire, and one of the top instructors is E.J. Churchill head instructor Mark Marshall.
When I stand in the buck, when I stand next to a really good grouse shot, he is scanning the horizon. His head never stops moving, and it is understanding that they can fly quite flat, they're fast. The heather doesn't give a lot of feedback for your eyes on distance. Often a lot the grouse are a little bit further than they look. So it's as much fieldcraft as shooting skill.
Mark is a former British Open sporting champion. Later on he'll show you how he shoots pheasants too. E.J. Churchill is more than just a shooting school. Its sporting agency offers all kinds of shoot days posted on a large board outside the shop. It is a make of guns, and now it is a venue for some of the biggest shooting competitions in the world.
It's been a passion really for myself and Edward over many years. Edward built it all. It used to be a landfill site, which makes it quite remarkable. So if you think all these trees around here now are, everything that's been planted and grown up over the years, to turn it into what it is today is quite remarkable. Yeah, I think one of our unique parts has been the fact that over the years, we've wanted to open the doors to everybody. You didn't just need to be in a tweed suit to come in and shoot. The idea was, whether it was corporates, whether it was people coming to shoot and learn for the first time, whether it was your experienced game shots, your experienced clay shots, the whole lot. The idea was that everybody could come here, and we wanted to have our gates open to everybody, which is very different to a lot of other shooting grounds.
On the competition side, you hosted a World Championship this year.
We did, yeah. It was fantastic. I mean, we just wanted to do something for the sport, as you know, we wanted to really show what the UK can do, and everybody's loved it, which is brilliant. And and what's very exciting is we've now just agreed that it'll come back here in 2016. So it goes to Florida next year and then back here in 2016. So we've learnt huge amounts from it, and I think we can make it even better than this year, for that year. So I'm really looking forward to that. And it was an amazing spectacle of sport, as you'll remember.
Before you have your fashion crisis on the moor, far from any retail therapy, consult the E.J. Churchill shop manager, Helen Nicholson. She's seen it all come and go.
The trend has changed completely. We have gone from having very sort of relaxed shooting clothing to going back to very traditional shooting clothing. So we have gone full circle. You wouldn't dream of turning up to a shoot now certainly without a shirt and tie. Moleskins on many relaxed shoots are okay, but no, it has definitely gone back to wearing the breeks.
Because everybody was a bit consciously down market for a while.
They were. You're sort of talking 8-9 years ago when it was very sort of, as you quite rightly say, down market with breeks and just your standard moleskins, whereas now it seems to have come full circle and everybody's going tweed again.
Very interesting. Nobody's asking you to kind of distress their Derby jacket?
No, not yet. Not yet, but most do come in and say, I've had mine for 20 years and it's still going, and yeah, they look great. They look great. The older they get, the greater they get.
The shop has the latest Brownings, the E.J. Churchill range of shotguns, and it looks after your safety needs too.
The one thing you do need when you're in a grouse butt is a good quality eyewear, wrapped round the sides for protection and for contrast in the heather and picking the grouse up. So make sure you've got the right colour lenses with you. If it's a dark day, you'll want a nice light yellow type lens. Vice versa, if it's sunny, you'll want a darker lens.
The man who came up with the ground is the landowner, Sir Edward Dashwood, whose family seat is nearby West Wickham Park. He set it up in the 1980s at a time when clay shooting was heading away from golf club style, mown lawns and friendly staff.
That's quite an interesting comparison, because actually I did go and look at a lot of golf clubs and think, well, how can we take clay shooting into a new market and appeal to everybody? And there was also technology with automatic traps at the time. This was in the late 80s, and I think we were the first clay pigeon ground in the country to be all automatic when we started. we've been very lucky this year to have had the World Clay Sporting Championships, and I hope they come back. I think they will come back. And next year we're running the World Sport Trap, which is a slightly new concept to English clay shooting, which is much more fun, much less queuing, better for spectators, and hopefully we'll get a lot more people who are in the sort of game shooting world to enjoy clay shooting more, because they should be.
It all adds up to a super experience for guns, whether top shots or novice. You enjoying it, madam?
Very fun. It's pretty heated.
You don't have to be a grouse millionaire to come to EJ Churchill. Here's Mark on how to shoot a Chilterns pheasant.
I'm going to put a good right-hand pheasant out. This is probably the most common mistake I come across, where people let their balance and their weight come onto their back foot, and then the line of the shoulders drop and they come off the line of the bird. I'm quite a methodical shot, so for me it's about technique and method, and you need time to deploy technique and method. You've got to take the step before you mount the gun. You can't take the step afterwards, otherwise you're going to lose your balance. So just turn, mount and shoot. You must make that step before the gun hits the shoulder. You can take that step while you're mounting, but you must have finished your footwork before the gun hits your shoulder.
To put your birds within easy reach of your barrels, come to EJ Churchill, within easy reach of London. For more, visit ejchurchill.com.